Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making rum balls. Now you can do these so many different ways, but let's show you how we do them. Here are the basic ingredients. You have cocoa powder, light corn syrup, some Nilla wafers, we have homemade vanilla, some chopped pecans, some spiced rum, and some powdered sugar or icing sugar. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take some of these Nilla wafers. If you don't have the brand Nilla wafers, you can use any type of cookie, even maybe a shortbread cookie. And we're going to grind them up in our food processor until we have 3 cups of ground Nilla wafers. If you don't have a food processor, that's fine. You can put them in a Ziploc bag and just smash them with a rolling pin until they get very fine and crumbly. All right, this is the consistency that we're looking for. It's very ground, almost like almond flour. All right, we're going to do the same thing with our food processor for our pecans, or pecans, or however you want to say them. We say pecans here at our house. But these are already chopped, but I want them really fine, almost like a powder. So we're going to do 1.5 cups in the food processor. Right, and this is what the finely ground pecans look like. So they're much smaller than the chopped pecans. All right, so we have all of our ingredients ready to mix. We're going to start with our 3 cups of our ground vanilla wafers. That is 1 full 11-ounce box of those. We also have our 1.5 cups of ground pecans. We have 1/4 cup of ground cocoa powder. You can use dark, but I just used the regular milk chocolate. And we're going to use 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, also known as icing sugar or confectioner sugar. We're going to mix all of the dry ingredients, and then we're going to come back and add our wet ingredients. So we're going to give these a mix and make sure that they're nice and incorporated.
So that looks like cinnamon or like cocoa mix, something like that, chocolate mix.
Yeah, maybe a hot chocolate mix.
Maybe.
Yeah, it does look kind of like that, doesn't it? Maybe like dirt.
Kind of. It smells good.
It does. It smells like, what does it smell like to you?
Chocolate.
Chocolate and cookies? I can smell the cookies too. Can you smell the Nilla wafers in there?
Definitely.
Smells pretty good. All right, this is nice and mixed up. So now we're going to add our wet ingredients. So we have our corn syrup. This is 3 tablespoons of light corn syrup. This is what helps keep the balls stuck together when we form them. So we're going to use our corn syrup. And we're going to add our vanilla. Now we use a homemade bourbon vanilla, but you could also do a clear vanilla or store-bought vanilla, but that's just 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to add 1/2 cup of the rum. Now this is a spiced rum. You could experiment and do coconut rum, or it doesn't have to be a spiced rum. It could be just a nice light rum, but whatever your tastes are. And we're going to get these nice and moistened until they form a ball. And we are going to get this stirred up, and then we'll be right back. All right, so here's our mixture. As you can see, it's nice and sticky now. And we're going to form this into small balls and put them on a tray so we can then put them in the refrigerator. All right, so this is our mixture. I'm going to take maybe about a heaping teaspoon here, and we're just going to roll these in your palm. Your hands will get very messy, so you'll probably have to wash them a few times. We're going to place them on our sheet here. We have a sheet pan lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to try to get all of these uniform in size. So as you can see, it's probably not quite 1 inch round, but close to it. Like I said, it's about a heaping teaspoon or so. And if you need a little bit more, you can always add a little bit more to it or take some away. And we're just going to go ahead and roll these out, and then we'll be right back. All right, we managed to roll out 34 of the rum balls, and we are going to now dip them in whatever topping we want. We have some powdered sugar or some cocoa powder or whatever topping you like, and then we're going to put them in the fridge for an hour. All right, so I put some powdered sugar or icing sugar here in a bowl, and I'm just going to take one of our rum balls and lightly coat it. I'm going to tap off some of the extra, and as you can see, it's nice and coated. We're going to do several of these with the powdered sugar. Now, one thing, if you do use the powdered sugar, is they do take, the rum balls do absorb that a lot. So right before serving, you might need to dip them one more time in the powdered sugar. So we're going to dip some of these and we'll be right back. All right, the other thing you can do is some cocoa powder. So I'm going to put some of these in the cocoa powder. And we'll get these set up as well. So we've done part of them in powdered sugar, and we're going to do part of ours in cocoa powder. Now you could also melt some chocolate wafers and dip them in chocolate and put sprinkles on them. You could also roll them in chopped pecans or other chopped nuts. So you can really make a fun way to do the rum balls however you like to do them. Right, so we rolled some of these in a powdered sugar and some of them in the cocoa powder. They smell delicious. I can't wait to try them. These only get better with age, so in a day or two they're going to taste even more flavorful, and they last up to a couple of weeks. So if you want to do these ahead of time for a party, this is a great snack to take. And I'm going to use this beautiful Christmas dish that my mom made in ceramics back in probably the early 1980s. It doesn't have a date on it, but she handcrafted this and made lots of our ceramics back in the day. Hey guys, these are the rum balls. We hope that you enjoy them and that you get to make them as well for this season. I've got them here serving on a nice little Christmas dish that we have, but you can put them in a Christmas tin and give them to a friend or eat them all for yourself. We hope that you enjoy it and that you make it. If you do, give us a comment and a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.